This was the single strategy that ensured that we won this tender for our clients.
Not every tender is ideal for your business. Market engagement events help you to influence the council
who can now provide personal care and support for children and young people within Northamptonshire through Northamptonshire's Children's Trust. And this strategy is what a lot of agencies are simply not doing. So if you're an agency that's serious about government tenders and winning government contracts, you need to start thinking about the tenders that actually give your agency the best chance of success. Now, the next question is typically, how do I know if a tender gives my agency the best chance or a high chance of success? So in order to understand exactly if or how to apply this strategy I'm going to give to you, you must first of all be comfortable with the idea and the understanding that only you will understand your background, your level of training, level of resources, financially, technically, your level of capability, your information individually, etc. So by understanding this, you can then begin to dictate and comprehend how and if to apply this strategy. That's the disclaimer, that's the caveat. Now, in this strategy, to understand it fully, we need to first of all go through this particular win with this client and understand the case study here. Now, this tender, without going into too much detail about the tender, like I said, was for the provision of personal care and support for children and young people with Northamptonshire Children's Trust. Now, the framework here was split into 5 lots. The lots varied based on the location, but also most importantly varied because lot 5 also had required provision of accommodation. Now, why is this important? Meaning the diversification or the varying of the lots. This is because too often, too many agencies focus on a specific location for a specific service. This ends up costing agencies time, but also even if you lose that bid or you're relying on this one single bid, you're neglecting other opportunities that could also be feasible for yourself as well. So winning tenders isn't just about making sure your responses is 100%, it's making sure your supporting evidence is 100%. This is also based on the tender you choose to bid for. In fact, this is probably the foundation of if you're going to win a tender or not. You have to first of all pick and select the right tender, and the right tender quite often means the one that your agency has a high level or higher chance of success in. A factor to see or to know if you have a chance of winning it, one of the factors is that the types of lots, number of services. So if you can provide services across all the lots, multiple lots, it means that you're diversifying the chance of success in one or more of the lots. Like in this case, if she couldn't provide services, or if the council or the borough determined she can't provide services in XYZ location, she potentially has a chance on the other locations as well. Again, please understand you still need to demonstrate and genuinely have the capabilities and demonstrate this in your bid as well. This is just simply to let you know you should always ideally look to bid for tenders that have multiple lots for various different services if you can provide these services. Because even if you're unsuccessful in lot 1, you could also potentially be successful in lot 2. Now in this case, this client was successful on 3 lots here. Now, irrespective or putting the location aside, like I said, other lots can also be for they can vary based on different categories. It could be for specific regulatory requirements. You might have CQC, maybe it's another lot that doesn't require CQC. So potentially, rather than just focusing on delivery of personal care, you might want to bid for the lots that also involves delivery of community-based support, because your staff, you have the resources, the training to also deliver the services on that lot. So again, we're looking for tenders that have varying lots where your agency can provide services across multiple lots as well. Again, in this case, this tender also had a requirement for the provision of accommodation, which meant that this client, so long as they could demonstrate they could provide the particular resource here and the service within that resource too, they could also be successful in the lot which they were. So imagine in a case where this tender only required an agency who can provide personal care and support for children and young people in specific rural area within Northamptonshire. This would mean that even if the client was to bid for the tender, the chance of success may not be as high, especially if the council or the borough here only wanted a limited number of providers, maybe one, maybe two. So again, should they, especially if financial resources are involved, should they decide to bid for that tender or potentially go for another tender, that they're equally capable of delivering services in that has multiple lots in them as well. So again, to summarize, this doesn't mean you simply bid blindly for every single lot. The caveat I mentioned at the start of this video a few minutes ago is that you also, and you genuinely need to be able to deliver the services in XYZ area. You should also meet the criteria. That could be if you need CQC, you might need Ofsted, you might need a CIW license. So you shouldn't go bidding for lots even when you don't meet the criteria. You might need to have a CQC rating. So potentially you shouldn't bid for that lot if you don't have a rating. This is just to say that if you can deliver the services, you meet the criteria, you should also look at other tenders that have multiple lots, especially if you're a new agency, in order to actually increase your chance of success in one or more of the lots, because at least you're going to join the tender, you're going to join the framework, and you've got a foot in the door once you're successful. I'm going to share more tender wins, and with each win, I'm going to cover a specific strategy that we used either in the selection phase or in the writing phase. So I think this will genuinely help you. So make sure you liking the video, sharing it if you do find this content useful. Leave a comment if you'd like to know, or if you disagree, or you'd like to know any particular things to do with tendering, and I'll be happy to cover that in another video. Thank you.